I just wanted to clarify that the whole purpose of this channel is to promote and advertise my underwater breathing product and service, which I call Hosga, which is yoga with a hose. I'm using the word yoga just for union, for yoking, yoka. And so my hose device, no matter who you are, it will immerse you in cosmic intelligence, clothed in silence, clothed in water, and then the water pressure, since you're breathing through a long snorkel or a hose, especially if you're breathing through your nose, that pressure will regulate and modulate and correct and balance your breathing, not just your tidal breathing, but all the different types of breathing that you have, especially your craniosacral breathing if you use the nose Hosga, which is hard to invent. And then when you correct that breathing, all the cosmic mist, all the occult stuff becomes unocculted, and it kind of loses its magic, and so you just see the truth. And so I just talk, like, the only reason I do videos is to kind of display, obviously, that like every thought that I have is supernaturally aligned with truth, because I've conformed my breathing and thus my thinking to the nature of water, which is supremely receptive to the will of life. So I'll just say insights, and I'll say like, oh, what's the true religion, or what's the truth behind spirituality, and you'll find that I'm in agreement, or I'm in accordance with every spiritual master I can think of, including the most rigid and dogmatic saints of the oldest and most consistent Christian faith, which is hard to do. It's hard to be in alignment with those guys' thought. They're very strict. It's easier to be in alignment with kind of Buddhist thinking or Eastern stuff, but to the strictness of Orthodox Christianity is difficult to conform to, unless you learn how to conform your thoughts to water first, and then since you're fluidic, the water can conform to anything. So it's relatively easy for me to see and perceive all truth, and I can't do anything other than display that, right? And I don't want to I don't want to sell it. I'm not special, and I'm not saying anything new. I'm just saying that there is a way, like, if your mind isn't naturally receptive or capable of adhering to the truth of reality, then you can do this practice with water and very, very rapidly alter how you breathe and how you think, and become more fluidic and more water-like, and that aligns you with a very deep part of your essence, or a deep part of your nature. Since all of your breath and all of your metabolism is happening in water, your ability to breathe exactly as that is telling you to breathe, opens the possibility of going into that stillness, for whatever that's worth. I've found no worldly benefit from discovering any of this. But I think it's the best thing ever, so I feel called to share it. If done regularly, I'm relatively sure it would facilitate the resolution of almost any physical ailment. Even if it wasn't the practice itself that did it, the increased insight and clarity, allows you to see the actual solution, or see what's preventing resolution. And then you can go, then you can see more easily, like, oh, I'm preventing resolution, and kind of like, give it a rest, because you obviously don't. You can more quickly see that you obviously don't want to get better, and then leave it at that. You don't have to play this silly little game where you're like, oh, I'm trying to heal, or I'm trying to figure it out. You just kind of like, it's like obvious that you're the problem, I went to the wrong place out of habit. I'm going to the gas store, not Home Depot, because Home Depot doesn't carry the things that I need, nor are they open on Labor Day. No, Home Depot was open, but the gas store was not.